Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss a case study on the topic digital fuel gauge. So, so it is one of the typical application of digital electronics, the subject we are learning. This is one of the typical case study or real-time application of our device actually. Uh, See, the normal fuel, we will be seeing what is normal fuel gauge. In automotive or aerospace engineering, a fuel gauge is an instrument that is used to indicate the amount of fuel in a fuel tank. Uh, so it consists of mainly two units. As used in vehicles, the gauge consists of two parts. The first one is the sending unit, that is the tank, and the second one is the indicator, that is the dashboard. The sending unit usually used a float connected to a potentiometer, typically a printed ink design in modern automotive. As the tank empties, the fuel drops and slides a moving contact around the resistor, increasing its resistance. So, in addition, when the resistance is at a certain point, it uh, it it will also turns a low fuel light or some other indicator in vehicles. Meanwhile, the indicator unit is measured and displaying the amount of electric current flowing through the sending unit. When the tank level is high and maximum current is flowing, the needle points to F, indicating a full tank. When the tank is empty and least current is flowing, the needle points to E, indicating an empty tank. And when sometimes it use indicator 1 for full tank and 0 for empty tank. The system can be a fail-safe. If an electric fault opens, the electric circuit causes the indicator to show the tank as being empty, theoretically provoking the driver to refill the tank. It will give the driver the necessary message to refill the tank, that is, we have almost reached the empty level of the tank. So rather than corrosion or wear of the potentiometer will provide erroneous reading of the fuel level. However, the system has the potential risk associated with it, because these kinds of erosion, material defects can affect the efficiency or accuracy of the reading. An electric current is sent through a variable resistor to which a float is actually connected, as I told already, so that the value of the resistance depends on the fuel level. In most automotive fuel gauges, such as resistors, or in inward sides of the gauge, that is inside the fuel tank. Sending current through such a resistor has a fire hazard and explosion risk associated with it. So these are the drawbacks of the traditional fuel gauges actually. The resistance sensors are also showing an increased failure rate with an incremental addition of alcohol in automotive gasoline fuels. So alcohol increases the corrosion rate of the potentiometer. It prone to cause corrosion in the potentiometer, as it is capable of carrying current like water. So potentiometer application for alcohol fuel used a pulse and hold methodology, with a periodic signal being sent to determine the fuel level, decreasing the corrosion potential. Therefore, demand of another safer non-contact method for fuel level is much desired. Since early 90s, many fuel gauges has included an iron with a fuel pump and an arrow indicating the side of the vehicle on which the fuel tank is located. These are additional provisions that has been provided. The use of icon and arrows were invented in 1986 and all by Ford companies and all, after he proposed this idea. So when we comes to aircraft fuel gauge, magnetoresistance type fuel level sensors are now becoming common in small aircraft applications, offers a potential alternative for automotive use. These fuel level sensors work similarly to the potentiometer example. However, a sealed detector on the float pivot determines the angular position of a magnet pair at the pivot end of the float arm. These are highly accurate, and electronics are completely outside the fuel. The non-contact nature of these sensors address the fire and explosion hazards. and also these issues related to any fuel combinations or additive to gasoline or to any alcohol fuel mixtures that is being used as a fuel in aircrafts. So magnetoresistive sensors are suitable for all fuel or fluid combinations, including LPG and LNG also. The fuel level output of these centers can be ratiometric voltage or preferable CA in bus digital. These sensors also fail safe in that they either provide a level output or nothing. Many large transport aircraft uses a different fuel gauge design principles, and aircraft may use a number of different around of low voltage tabular capacitor probes where the fuel becomes the dielectric. So at different levels, the different values of capacitance are measured, and therefore the level of the fuel can be determined. In early designs, the profiles and the values of the individual probes were chosen to compensate for fuel tank shape and aircraft pitch and roll attitude. In modern aircraft, the probes tends to be linear, and the fuel computer works out how much fuel there is actually. This is the advantage that a faulty probe may be identified and eliminated from the fuel calculations. In total, the system has and the aircraft fuel system has 99% accuracy, since most commercial aircraft only takes on board fuel necessary for the intended flight. The system allows the fuel load to be pre-selected, causing the fuel delivery to be shut off when the intended load has been taken off the probe. So when we comes and speaks of digital fuel, how a digital fuel gauge works means an electric current is sent through a variable resistor to which a float is connected. So the value of the resistance depends upon the fuel level. These are the typical designs of a fuel. So in most automotive fuel gauges, such resistors are inward side of the gauge, that is inside that gauge. There are chances of getting corrosions, but still accuracy is much high in that. The estimate is calculated from the amount of fuel left or gas is left and engine consumption per mile. Both these numbers have an error of at least 30%. That is just inevitable, because when such a system there is a possibility of error. So if the gas gauge is measuring 30% high and the car computer's estimate of flow fuel is 30% low, the mile still empty can be very off. So digital fuel indicator, which shows the main advantage of calculating a digital fuel indicator is that it can show the exact amount of fuel at the cost of which it is sent, at the cost of which is being used. So this is the major advantage when compared to that of the traditional fuel gauges being used. Now in most of the automotive devices, this digital gauge has been used. It has find its own market. It has find its own values. So these are the typical applications of a digital gauge. It has an advantage of getting accurate values or accurate precision when compared to the traditional systems. Thank you, students.